Yo, welcome to Banter and Trimz. Another Saturday in the barbershop with the lads. Today I'm gonna ask everyone what they're listening to currently. So whether that's in your car, whether that's when you come home, I'm gonna start with you, Mark. What you listen to? You listen to something in your car, an album, old school, new school, garage, jungle.
I found the R&B mix.
Oh, one of the mix CDs. Oh, on Spotify, yeah?
I know if you're sweet like that. You're sweet like that. Nah, what? It's in your mouth, shit. They come it out there. You had some bad man shit with the whole back. I saw and then I was sucking a car as well, so yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like late 90s.
Okay.
To be fair, my uncle said recently, it's not recent, he's always had
Always on it.
eclectic. Don't get me likes his gunman music too.
Yeah.
But he definitely, he had a couple, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I found a mix and it's alright.
Donald Jones and Donald Jones and that, yeah.
Do you have a little concert
Beat
in the car?
everything. Nah, beat everything.
Marcus, I know you do.
Yeah, the concert in the car,
A little
Marky.
concert in the car, singing your heart.
I don't know about the singing part, I can't defend him on that.
No, I sing it,
I'm just
I sing
saying,
it, bro.
eclectic taste in music, bit everything.
Everything.
Bro, when the R&B jams, I sing it, bro.
If I'm totally honest with you, there's nothing that I can say, yeah, this artist, I want that album, I want to listen to that album. I can't think anything.
It's a collection of things, isn't it?
Yeah, but there's nothing now that I've got to get that album. Like, I've got to go listen. The last one was Dave, but the last one I really wanted to listen to.
Okay, yeah.
And I played that to death, so there's really nothing else that really sweets me, if I thought of it.
What about you, Rob? What's playing in the car?
One. Do you remember the offshoot of Mobb Deep, Infamous Mob?
Yeah.
They got an album called Blood Thicker Than Water.
Yeah.
They did like I remember when I bought the album back in the day, they had like one of the first albums I can remember that had the DVD with it. Like a music video with like a little mini.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that hard recently. And just randomly I heard a tune, one of the tunes off the album, you know, when you download it. Yeah, it's still as...
Yeah, Mob.
Yeah, Mob.
There's always space for the Mob, you know.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Always space for the Mob.
Rinsing it.
Yeah. What about you, Dan?
I've been listening to my mate's dad quite a lot. My mate's dad does his own tracks and stuff.
Okay.
He's got like 3 albums and everyone on Spotify and everything. His stage name's Barry Boone. Barry Boone.
Okay.
And so I listen to him like my friend's dad's music quite a lot.
What's ringing me? What? Is it ringing me? Is it ringing me?
Yeah, Barry Boone. He used to go to school.
Told you, OG, you know. OG, you know.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, you know, OG right there, you know. Unks.
Yeah, he's got like 3 albums on Spotify.
Okay.
I listen to my mate's dad quite a lot.
Okay. Duke.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I've been listening to lately. I've been going old school. I've been listening to Busta.
Oh, I had a Busta moment the other day, you know.
Listen, he is one of the most
Underrated. He is, man.
Yeah, he is like. Yeah,
Oi, the new album's very good.
Some of them.
I heard one or two.
No, that's an album you need to get actually. That's an album you can
I
get.
heard one song and it jumped
Extinction Level 2, innit?
Yeah. And even number one.
Number one's hard. Number one's hard.
So yeah.
On my way back from White Line last night, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't listen to some Busta.
But, yeah, man.
I co-signed that one.
Listen, Busta's Energy, number 1, bro. I was listening to Break Your Neck.
In the morning.
I listened to Break Your Neck. Even my son was like, ooh, like, you don't know what's going on, but you know the beat.
workout music.
Yeah. Motivational, innit?
I don't know how much truth in it because I'm a big M fan as well. But the sheer fact of, apparently, if reports are to be believed, saying that I like to say, but he's saying that he would like to do the verses with Eminem. That would be madness. Still.
Who said it? Busta?
Yeah, apparently.
And Eminem?
Yeah.
Why would you do that for?
Who? Busta. Busta's probably the only one that could even entertain that. No one else ain't living with any of them individually.
I'm going to tell you this. Spoiler.
Go on.
Busta in the verses will wash Eminem.
No,
Woo!
I'm
Is he sitting in Steve's
West. No, West. I have seen West Stevenson. But West, remember the locks?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
locks, Dipset team. Remember what
Yeah.
you were saying? Think about it.
The
In the
entertainment.
verses, Busta Rhymes.
Yeah, he will. He would.
As in tune like bangers.
No.
Yeah.
Wait. You know what the thing is? Exactly. Whoa, I don't know. The what we could really dispute. Remember, verses is two things now. It's not only audio; it's visual, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you're
And the
being
crowd.
exactly. So
crowd
if you're
now.
feeding that crowd's energy, if you're playing to the crowd, it's a total different thing. And I give you an example. It's nothing to do with now. It's more. I don't know if anyone knew about the Heartless and So Solid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't use the word lyrics. We're fine.
Exactly, but exactly. But that's the point. Heartless is deemed to have won that because they played on the crowd. It wasn't the lyrical content that got them through. On
Yeah.
So when you're looking at it in that aspect, it's like, I can see his point where Bus could go, because M is not a performer, innit? Don't get me wrong, he's got bangers, but Busta's got bangers.
I'll say it again.
version.
See, I was gonna. The controversial bit was coming. I'm telling you, tune for tune, Busta Rhymes will wash
With a crowd.
Yeah, but it's not about tune.
Because even what you said about
if you're talking about lyrics, okay, that's different. Eminem's got 2 good albums. Be clear.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
those
yeah.
2 albums.
what's that? The Shady LP and Marshall Mathers.
Lyrically,
Song for song, innit? Song for song, those
If
two.
you go tune for tune, holistically, I think Busta Rhymes will wash it.
Busta will give the energy. He'll
That's where he wins. That's where he wins.
Dropping the break in your heads
And remember, number one, Busta's Jamaican.
Yeah,
So he knows about clash culture.
This is why I say.
And number two, you see when he tells the DJ to the music and he starts a cappella. You don't want that, you know.
Eminem could do that as well,
But not with the same energy.
Yeah, not the same.
I just don't think Eminem is a versus. As crazy, I don't think he's a versus
he's working
type rapper.
everyone other than Bust. I think that's a definite grenade. I could even see. I'd even lean more towards Bust on that particular anyone.
Yeah, on that stage.
But you know what? I'll be honest with you, right? I mean, I don't know if you guys ever watched the Up and Smoke.
Yes, come on.
And Eminem had tunes.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he put on the show.
Yeah.
But I just think
Against Bust.
Yeah.
Busta's high level,
You know
man.
what will help M, and I'll be honest with you, the fact that he will have. I mean, even Busta's got it to a certain extent, but he'll be able to bring out Dre, 50 Cent, Snoop. That's gonna really help it. This is why I say no one is hanging with these two.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Some bloggers said Lil Wayne,
No,
but I don't think so.
No. Lil Wayne, I commend. Like, I think he had his time, but it's not that level. Is it? No.
I think Wayne would be akin to. Remember Dipset again? I think it was a time, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
If you really dive deep into the music, what me and you saying about Locks and Deep, remember there's different versions of that group. There's the Locks and then there's Deep, like they can dip into a bag that's a bit nuts still.
Very mad.
You know what I mean? So
And what you were saying, Duke, about So Solid and Heartless, that is with like the same with was it Cold Crush?
Yeah.
And what was the famous clash? Cold Crush Brothers and Grandmaster.
Flash and
Furious.
Yeah.
What if you watch even when I watched the evolution of hip hop, it's like on that night everyone's like they won, but when everyone started listening to the tape, they're like, raw, take all the hype and the girls screaming and all that away.
Yeah.
Lyrics,
Because
they got one.
Duke showing his age, I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised. And
I saw it on Google.
If you actually listen, Wiley washes them on his own, bro.
straight.
Washes them.
And he's even calling it, forget the gimmicks, lyric for lyrics.
Let's go
Lyric for lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it was never about that. That was the problem. It was never.
It's the hype surrounding
you listen
it.
to Whiskey
And
lyrics, come on, man. Like it was never really
Yeah.
about.
He was definitely vibes, man. No vibes.
Yeah, straight.
No, he was definitely a vibe.
so, Unks, what are you listening to at the moment? Because listen, I've said this before, but we went to dinner and we got in Unks' car, brother, Future. But Unks had everything going, you know. Everything going, Unks.
You know what it is? I've grown up, gone through the eras, everything.
Yeah.
Tell you about James Brown and all things from my brother's days and everything.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm just whatever comes up on random on the iPhone.
Yeah.
Is in my car. Except R. Kelly, man. As soon as that comes on, that's a forward.
Hey, trust me.
You know,
Trust me.
you know when you delete it and it comes back into your thing and you bought it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say it out now. Keep it. You lot won't judge me. Remember what we said walking through the door with people. Remember that. I listened to a tune the other day, and it just reminded me how talented this guy is, but how much.
No doubt.
Flipping no, this guy. How can you? It's like I don't even know, like your favorite superhero, like
Villain story, innit?
Flipping.
Live long enough. You become a villain, was it? But that's your hero. Live long enough to become a villain.
Yeah.
He felt he could do what he did.
Yeah.
Because the music's so powerful, isn't it?
Well, he was untouchable, innit? Really, let's be
I
honest.
think if anyone says that they don't like R. Kelly's music, they're lying.
They're lying. Yeah.
I understand why.
We have no choice.
Yeah, you have no choice.
We have no choice
But
now.
don't be- you can stop yourself from listening, but if you say you don't think that guy was uber talented,
Oh, come on, man.
it's-
You know why? It's his weird perversion. That's what I'll be honest, there's certain tunes, right? I'm vexed that I can't listen to.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
Come on.
That's exactly how I
Come on.
You know what I want?
Listen to my head and I'm like,
No, I can't back this. Yeah, I can't back this. I can't back. Yeah,
100%,
bro. Exact same thing. I'm listening to something like I know exactly what next tune I'm gonna listen to.
Come on, man.
Man, I have to go back to the hard thing, slap on bust again.
But even what Mark was saying, you know, when you used to go raving, you know, they give you the mix CDs.
Yeah.
Brother, come on, man. Sometimes you're in the car and then R. Kelly might just slip on, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Pumping.
I'm gonna buy it now.
What's going on there, bro?
I'm gonna hear it.
I said even with the mix CDs, it's R. Kelly, bro. Every other track is R. Kelly, bro.
Do you know how many kids that guy is responsible
I'm telling you, bro.
At least the continent on his own.
Oh, bro, come on, man. Come on, man. R. Kelly was killing it, man. Just, what you listening to at the moment?
Well, I just finished reading the Raycon Chef book.
Okay.
So now I've got
Wu-Tang.
Yeah, for Wu-Tang.
Is anybody, as you said that, is anyone watching the series?
Yeah.
On Hulu?
The Wu-Tang series.
Wu-Tang! It's season 2, bro!
Season 2, bro.
Yeah,
You lot are clowns.
Season 2!
Why is that on Netflix?
No, I think it comes on Hulu. But you can catch it on any website, bro.
Yeah, find a website. You know, we've spoken about that in there. 100% we talked about it.
But I've been in there and he's talking about it.
I'm not sure, because I can't remember, you know. I don't think we have, you know.
Oh, you lot are so... There's no link, is there?
I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link.
So, yes, I'm listening to Cuba Links at the moment.
Okay.
It's Ghostface on
The
it.
thing is now, I don't know if any of you guys read the book. When you read the book, right, it's almost like his life is literally Cuba Links.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
you know, certain men, you listen and you think, they ain't about that life.
Yeah. Them, man.
Oh, yeah.
All of them. Like, you know, Ghost.
Yeah.
Ghostface, yeah. But that was the whole appeal. Like, you could see, like, it was real. That's the whole...
There was men that are in the group that were beefing early.
You could say people were naughty, but
Yeah.
they
No,
were.
you knew.
Bro, when you read the story, bro, it's mad. And like, even like, you know, certain tunes, like when he goes, you know what I mean, my dad was a heroin thing.
Yeah.
It was all real. I'm saying, so now it's just brought me back into the
Yeah, that's what happens, you
On
know.
the news
I'll
side,
see a thing on top of the
I
thing,
see
another one of
one
them.
feeling that Kanye issue with Game.
Ooh! When he said he's gonna punch up my man, yeah. Hey, Kanye.
Easy is called.
Easy, yeah.
And the thing is, I'm not gonna.
You ain't heard this one, Duke.
I feel like when did that come out?
He is.
The tune's hard.
He's coming back, man. He's coming back. He's going back. He's working with like, all the artists that he used to work with.
Yeah,
I see with D. Yeah, back with Cameron.
Cameron,
No,
yeah.
we're gonna get some good. Remember, obviously, mash up with his woman. You're gonna get some good.
Heartbreak.
What's up to talk about?
We're gonna get some Adele from Kanye, bro.
You know what's coming? I'm hearing that Game's album is meant to be a madness.
Game makes good albums, you know.
It's meant to be.
No, Game makes good albums. Just makes too many. Like, even he's got that double album, the Crips and Bloods one, the Red and Blue one. Have anyone heard that? That album's hard, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's some guys that they just make so much music. It's hard to keep up, man.
Shall I
But
tell you what, talking about music, shall I tell you what's kind of sweet me?
Bro, come on, man. Afrobeats is
It's sweet in me.
mashing.
I'm doing the dances in the mirror now, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Controversial, no offense. I've never been into Afro.
No, bro.
I know I get one. I'm just not really. I don't know.
Try no.
You'll get there. You'll get
When you go to a rave or wedding or christening, when the Afro beats come on now,
there. Yeah, it's different.
bro, Azonto,
They
bro.
call it the Afrobeats now. I swear it's a next name now.
It's like yeah, it is.
It's a next name now.
Afro
It's
something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's going off.
Yeah, it's going off.
It's going off, bro.
You can't even sleep on that.
Nah.
It's good
So I get one every time I say I find it.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff,
I've never
man.
really been a big one.
It's good stuff, man.
Certain tunes, man. You got to play it for certain audiences.
Yeah, man.
And I think my problem is my first interaction with Afro with stuff that I deem a bit too commercial sounding. So probably it just turned me off. I like the hard.
Yeah, I'm like all the ones like Burna Boy and all them.
Yeah, Burna Boy's got some.
Yeah, no.
Burna Boy's got some tunes,
I don't even
man.
know what you're talking about.
Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido. There's some.
I couldn't tell you a single Wizkid tune.
What?
You
Essence.
just don't know it's Wizkid.
You know Essence.
The only tune I know that is Wizkid's.
Essence.
It was Justin Bieber's. I just know that bit when Justin Bieber sings it, bro. And I later find out.
That's why I have mixed feelings about that remix. But it's doing numbers, and it's introducing Afrobeats to the masses differently.
You're getting the fundamentals of music. Just got to sound good. I don't care who makes it. It sounds good, it sounds good. It finds in a whip.
But you know what it is? But you know what it is? Because of YouTube and social media, there's so much music. There's man probably that live down there. They got good music, bro.
My son cannot listen to drill. Cannot.
Nah, no.
He goes private music drill.
You say stay in your lane.
You can't do that. You can't do it. So, but something sounds like
It's mad.
It's one I've heard.
It's mad.
I can't still singing it like. You know what I mean? Like so that's what I'm saying. Just got to sound good. That's all I require.
Remember we was talking about months back about certain moments in music.
Yeah.
And we talk about Madonna and
Drake.
Oh yeah, you know, talking about the kids.
Watch. See the Wizkid.
Yeah. Same thing. Same thing.
What do you mean?
For Bieber, because Wizkid's so big and Bieber's kind of been.
They jumped on it.
He jumped on it,
Said it like, oh, Justin Bieber's a thing again, bro. And
Yeah,
they
yeah,
both,
yeah, yeah.
And they both, hold on. They both benefited.
They both benefited. They both benefited.
It's the benefit. What we disputed in that episode was the passing over the reins. That's what we were talking about.
That's what you were.
No, that's what we
were
were saying.
It was the look.
No, bro, you're gonna contract. No, but let me stop you. We were talking about the passing over of the reins. That's Madonna accepted to Drake or something. I was saying.
We're saying, what does that mean? No, we're saying, what does that mean to Madonna's fans, though? Because did you see the picture the other day of like Kanye? I think ASAP Rocky, Madonna. There's some mad random photo.
They were in the yard.
They were in the yard grooving to music.
Yeah.
Like, and you think Madonna's still not relevant?
Watch the episode again. We were discussing.
No,
I remember it, bro. He was.
And it helps him.
Don't need no kiss. That fan base already knew about it.
You see, irrespective of you've got a band of followers and all that, it's open up to an audience.
The masses.
Open up to a set.
He was already
so Madonna's
Drake
fans
we was talking about. Not even Wizkid or whatever you do.
Madonna's fans must be an average 36.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying.
Middle class.
This is what I'm saying.
In certain states.
They don't know about Drake.
And they've got this rapping guy that knows a bit of art can drop
And it's
Alright, let me put it like this. Has Drake done Glastonbury?
Even so,
Has Drake done
Or
Glastonbury?
anything like it. No, He done wireless.
He hasn't done Glastonbury.
Yeah.
He ain't done Glastonbury.
But do you think that? Okay.
Glastonbury is still the biggest.
Do you think those people at Glastonbury don't know about Drake?
Of course they don't.
Some of them don't.
No,
way.
There's got to be 10% or 7% that don't know about it.
Not even 3%.
No,
They
he's
will
right.
all know about Drake.
No, they don't. We should go there. We should go and stand outside and ask.
We may know about it. It's just like all that accepted on there.
Or they know the tune, but if he walked in and you said that's Drake, they'll be like, oh, okay.
Hell
Yeah.
Not everyone watches music videos.
No.
Not everyone watches music videos.
That's like, right now, that's like saying they don't know who Salah is. Right now, Drake is that kind of level.
If there's one person everyone knows, it's Drake.
It's Drake, thank you, man.
Everyone though. Everyone across the board, you're saying.
Yeah, of course.
100%.
Nah, you get to a level, you get to an age and that lot where
They don't know, man. Come on, Unks.
They do not
Listen,
Come on, man.
I could speak to I could speak to my work people, and they're not really into urban culture and everything like that. Do you know Drake? And they'll be like, yeah, of course we do.
They might not listen to all the
Yeah,
music and all
they
that,
wouldn't be able.
but
They
they
might
know
not be able to
that
name
guy
the
is.
tune. Or they might say, oh, I know.
We know what we meant.
We know what we mean.
We know what we meant. Dude, I reckon he knows.
I don't know what you're talking about. Drake didn't need no
Good
kids.
seeing, man.
That helped Madonna, so now she can come and chill out on the picture right now.
We said it was
Benefits both.
We didn't. You said that helped Drake. That
No, it
helped
benefits both.
Yeah.
Sorry, you should
I should be.
Yeah, that's all we link up in.
So the reason why I wanted to start with music is because I wanted to ask everyone about what would you say was your best kind of raving era?
Me.
No, I want to ask everyone, and the reason why I wanted to ask everyone is because I just believe that there was a time, maybe between 13 to maybe 19, where raving was kind of pure. Like no one, no, I'm talking of age.
okay, yeah.
Where, you know, like as you get older, man that used to dance don't dance no more. Man want to stand up in the corner and flex a bit more. I think when you was younger, there was a bit more of a freeness. Like even scrubbing girl, like you just pull a girl, you're scrubbing. There was no looking. Maybe after she might look and think, what?
Yeah.
And run off with her friends, but I think that's because I think more. Yeah, I think more now. You might see a girl scrubbing on girl.
Yeah.
Rather than a man scrubbing with a girl.
Yeah.
And even that girl was saying, yeah, that's with my friend. We're doing something there. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's what I don't understand, man. When I was there, the wall was wet up.
Ceiling dripping. Come on, man.
Rubbing down, girl.
What?
From when you come in, you don't even let her go.
All night.
From when you get her, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah,
come on, man. Lockdown.
You don't let her go. You don't. Our next man dancing with her.
I must say, Uncle's very animated. Time is like.
Yeah.
Climbing
up the drain pipe to get back in your yard. And all them things.
Come on, man.
No, that's real.
All them things, man. All them things.
But like I said, the scrubbing, and then when you're scrubbing, your bread used to hold you so you can go back.
Yeah.
They're the one there.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It is something.
I think it's gone round the back.
100% can relate to that, where the friend's looking at you, and then or they'll give you the bread and a seal of approval. Yeah, come on.
yeah. They're the ones there.
Yeah.
Nah, he's alright. Yeah, man. I think to me those were the best. Like before people started getting cars and whatever. I think those were the
late 90s.
I remember getting bus, the bowl flying bus.
You understand what I'm saying?
See Ninja Man.
Ninja Man.
Ninja Man, some they all came over.
Yeah.
All Hackney we went and all bus.
Mm.
From Hackney to Victoria.
Yeah,
You know
man.
what the thing is? This probably sums up everything. When you used to rave till 6 o'clock in the morning, who remembers that?
Yes.
That's the era we're talking
6
about.
o'clock in the morning.
Not 3 o'clock. No.
Listen, that's baby time on.
Listen, I don't know because I'm just saying in terms of that's when the clubs were legit. You knew you were staying till minimum 6 because that's when the thing.
After that, you end up
Next thing or house party.
You know when man used to get on? Remember when EastEnders used to come on the
omnibus on Sunday.
Man used to just get in to watch that.
Yeah.
You know what? The heart of raving is dead.
Raving is done.
I remember being so committed to going out raving. I go raving up flew, bro. I mean, sick. When I come out of the shops, I am pure. Every molecule of that.
You have to remember, your week was geared towards raving.
Yeah.
So it was a lifestyle like this now. We're thinking,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Monday to Friday was geared to Friday evening till Sunday. That's all you did. Just to, you went to work to get money to
Rave.
That's it, lifestyle. So that's where it's a different now. Raving, I don't even know what you call it. Whether it be
They even
a
rave
brunch, yeah, exactly. 2 o'clock in the morning, or 1
Yeah,
o'clock now.
yeah. All these special names now.
All these weird.
You know, I went brunch a couple of months ago.
I do enjoy a brunch though. I'm not gonna lie.
Bad. It was a day thing, like from 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Absolutely wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you also lived. You had the proper raving experience.
Yeah.
And I don't really
had
go
the
out.
rest
I
of
don't
it
really go out.
And then you could go north, south, east, or west.
West.
No
Yeah. No problem,
And
bro.
one thing I know about the children I work with, they know nothing. They don't even know Wandsworth. They don't even know Tooting. You think them ain't there?
Yeah. What?
Hackney.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wolverstone. Come on, man. Yes. Everywhere, bro.
Other side of London.
Yeah.
Like, you're lucky. We went Stevenage one time.
Yeah.
I won't tell you about those stories, huh?
Literally, everybody.
Yeah.
It was
You got
jungle-
Kingston?
It was jungle fever in the ice cream. Bruh, the whole of Peckham was down. I must have been 17.
It
It
was
was
outside
absolutely
the
tremendous.
Milton Keynes. I
See
was
that?
like 15. I don't remember how I got home. Up the train.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I remember. I'm gonna go proper old school. There was a famous Mickey Finn dub that he dropped.
Helicopter.
No, it was Bass
Helicopter.
Q Dub.
Oh.
I can't remember. It was the bass man. Anyway, I was like 14, 15, man. Great. That was proper experience. You weren't even sure how you was getting back to where you
Yeah.
Who cared?
You don't care.
5 man on your back seat. Speed up, come back. Down the motorway.
Yeah.
Who remembers the McDonald's 99p apple pie and ice cream?
Oh.
That was a thing. For
Bagel
me.
King, bro. Bagel King. Bagel King, bro. Imagine you go raving and then you link up with everyone that went all these different raves at Bagel King, and then that's where you find the after party.
The one over Ridgely Road Market
Mhm.
in Hackney. That
Yeah.
used to be cork, but bagels were very nice.
Man said
Good times, no way. Really good times, man. A simpler time.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I think it was so good. It was a simple time, innit? You didn't have kids, you didn't have a partner, like you just free, innit? Like it's Friday, what are we doing?
Imagine that, all that, because it was like late to like 2015 where these postcode wars for these youths can't really go in and out.
That's what I'm saying.
That would have been peppered from early, you know.
If they come from Ladyball, they can't go better.
But that's
It's more like the States now, like certain men don't even leave their town.
Yeah, that's what Mark was saying.
Yeah.
These men don't know, they don't know Clapham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They don't know.
They're clapping.
Mad.
Man used to rave all over the place, bro.
Yeah,
I remember one time
Barclays,
for New Year's Eve, we went to Northampton, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Northampton, stayed in a hotel, done it properly, bro. Do you know what I mean?
No, I'm telling you, man. It's not. There's certain things I work with. If we find them at school, we have to know how to get in there. Because we have to take into consideration where they're travelling through. So that, do you understand?
Yeah, of course.
One part of South London to another. Obviously, you have issues. I mean, this is all on the written in black and white. We have issues in affiliations.
Yeah.
And that's due to them travel. They got them. Can they travel independently? They're big 15-year-old boys and 16-year-old boys, and they can't go to certain bits in the same borough on their own.
But I get that because, I mean, I went to school in Lewisham. And a lot of, obviously, we had a few people from Peckham, but I got good friends that live in Peckham. I was one of my only friends that could go to Peckham, bro.
Peckham and Lewisham, he's not in the same borough.
No, I know, but I'm saying.
How about the same borough?
No, it's crazy for them now, 100%. It's crazy for them now. But I used to
And
go.
then another thing, back then, it's not like, you see now, it's just wild. You don't have to be in no one's drama to get catch up in
of course
drama.
not.
Then, if you was in the drama, you could expect and plan that, alright, I'm in a drama now, I can't do certain things.
Not even that. Sometimes you got an OG that just.
Yeah,
Tonight's
yeah.
alright, innit?
Yeah.
Everyone just vibe tonight,
Yeah,
innit?
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, none of that.
None of that
You don't
matters.
have to be in no one's drama, you just have to be at the wrong place, wrong time. It's a problem.
Remember the days where my cousin is? They don't know who your cousin is now, you know?
Yeah,
You say my
yeah,
cousin,
yeah.
my cousin's ready, make a phone call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool, go on.
Because I touched blah blah's cousin. So now that can be a hindrance to you. Like, my cousin's got a bit of name to him, yeah?
Yeah,
You
there's
won't
no-
be missing, you see him. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
there's-
it's like it's act, right? To be, and I've always said it, to be a young man, I know the passion is. But to be a young
Yeah.
just to go to school is hard. To go to the shop is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's not as simple as it looks.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them here to a degree. You give him a stature. Because other than that, you're a victim. So if you don't, you know what I mean? If you don't,
You have to move away.
you've got to
If you look weak,
or you got to know them guys.
yeah.
That's so sad though.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Like we have to, even if it's not really within you, we have to move a certain way in order to
Survive, really.
Because think about it, even my son Malachi is 10. He's about to start going to the shop. So today I'm going to send him to the shop, yeah? I took him to the shop the other day. I said to the shopkeeper, "It's my son. He's about to start coming in here." And I start to show him where little things are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is what I said.
No, that's good.
With Mario, I used to make him come to Carlino that year 5.
Yeah, I remember.
Year 5.
I remember.
I showed him how to take the bus from year 4.
Yeah, I remember.
Showed him how to go. Right? Then every time I take him in the class, I said to him, "Where you going to bus from? What is that? Go show me." I said to him, "Any problem, you walk away from it." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You won't fight or anything, you move.
Move, yeah, of course.
Right? And then you learn from there. You have to give it that leeway.
Yeah. It's scary though.
scary.
I'm not gonna lie, bruv. To let the leash off. Because it's like everywhere you go, there's an adult with you.
Yeah.
But for the first time in your life, you're gonna go somewhere and it's like,
Even if I said that's why I used to phone him every day.
mm,
I back off of it.
yeah.
When school over, I used to phone him as where he like tell me I'm on my way home. I used to phone him. I kind of back off of it. 16 now.
Come on, the big man, I saw him down there on the scooter.
bro, he looks so big, man, when he come in there. Man. The voice and easy, yeah. You know what I mean?
I got trouble, man. Just saying hello, bro.
Even like his football knowledge, he knows, innit? He knows his thing, you know. He'll come and start telling me something. I'm like, bro, what did I listen to that? Like, them man know their stuff, you know, bruv.
But he was sold. If you look at sold a year ago in the video.
Yeah. Just watch your video from me.
Yeah, brother.
It's
I was
mad.
gonna say that to you, though,
Remember
yeah.
when I told you that time, I bumped him in across the road in the supermarket.
He opened his mouth.
I hadn't seen him all lockdown. All of a sudden, his voice is deeper. than
Yeah,
everyone
man.
in his shop.
It happens in the blink of an eye, you know.
It does, yeah.
Happens
You
in
know,
the blink
I was
of an
watching
eye.
The Christmas episode where he was here, I think it was. And
Yeah.
he said something, he was like, like tearing you or something like that.
Yeah.
But I watched an old episode, he's running out the front where you don't even do the
Yeah.
This is the
Blink of an eye, it changes, man.
Yeah, blink of an eye,
But
bro.
you have to be ready for that. As a parent, you've got to be ready for that.
Are you ever ready though? It's a small, you
No,
have
but
to
I mean,
hold
to the
it.
next level of what the
Oh,
expectations
yeah.
are and
Yeah.
you know, what your job is.
It's different levels to it's mad. And someone's going to come to Wes and say certain things to Wes.
Yeah. Bro, you're already though. You come with you certain things already, you're like, oh man, like, cool. Gotta have this conversation. And it wasn't planned to have this yet.
Or quicker.
But you gotta have this conversation, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but how do we feel about going on to boxing now? Apparently Dylan White is gonna fight Fury.
You know why? Okay,
Bad time, innit?
Yeah, I mean he deserves the chance, but is he
They've set him up, man.
is he ready?
No, not for Fury, man.
No,
They've set
he's
him up,
ready, man. He's got to be ready now. Don't mean he's going to win. Like, he can't be more ready than he is now.
Yeah, but that's it.
But that's the
his
point,
last
though,
chance
isn't
to
it?
lose, you know?
Yeah, exactly. If he loses
Last
this,
chance.
especially if he goes out kind of bad, like what's
He's
next?
only
for him?
getting like 6 million for this.
Man said compared to now compared to what usually, but isn't
It's a champ, though,
it's a
isn't it?
baby though, isn't it? It's a baby in this thing, really.
Brother's having an effect on the 12th
Yeah.
of February, yeah.
Who's that? Fury's brother?
No, I didn't watch, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean,
The 80-20 split is a liberty, though. I don't care what no one says.
You just got to
I
win
think,
it, though,
especially the time he's waiting,
Yeah.
they could have nice.
Starting better than that, I think
Joshua
so as
is
well.
the one that was a fighter, but the backfield and Bush White there.
Now, White's mandatory.
He has to, man, he has to.
Now, why it's so mandatory is because
That's why
You see-
Frank Warren's promotion got the bid,
Yeah,
and
first bid.
they won the bid, didn't it?
okay.
And Eddie Hearn put like 24 million in when Frank Warren put like 31 or something like that.
Okay.
Big numbers, man.
Big numbers.
Said 6 million. I saw that.
I'm not gonna lie, after hearing that 6 million is shoot, bro.
Yeah, it is, but I mean,
That's a big money, though.
Big money. What am I
is there any chance we could see an upset?
I will, Rob, offer me that. Let's fight on that.
No, don't get me wrong. No, don't get me wrong. 6 million is a lot of money. Of
course.
But when you think that's 20% of
Yeah.
the purse,
Yeah.
that's the only issue.
And let's not forget, he's not going to get the full 6. He's got to pay his team as well. And all that.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what you do. I don't think.
Yeah, around about
3.5.
Yeah, 3
Oh, yeah, the tax man as well.
The tax man, yeah.
No, still. Yeah.
Bro, it's cutting down, bro. We might have to apply for a job or something.
This is
You don't take it,
something
do
like that.
Oh, man.
It's alright. It'll be alright.
It'll be
But
alright.
he just- he-
I do hope it. You know what's probably the best outcome, because I really don't think he's good enough to win. I hope he does get a knockout, but I think if it's not such a flamboyant victory by Tyson Fury, I think that will help his case just as.
Listen, MMA boxing, all you got to do is catch him on his chin.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
Guys just sleeping.
if Fury's on his game, he's not catching him. Let's be real.
That's it. Heavyweight boxing, it can happen. I see Mike Tyson with his toes in the air. He had no business doing it.
But we know Mike Tyson messed up though, man. He weren't taking it serious, man.
I'm just saying, it all happens.
If Costamado stayed alive, he would. What we've seen happen to Tyson would have never happened to Tyson.
Don King.
Don King just come and induce him to the party life, man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Looking for his gumshoe. Big Michael. Was looking for his gumshoe. He didn't know where it was. You're right.
And that hurt. That hurt, man. Even when you watch it back now, it hurts. It hurts, man.
Was it Raheem Rackman or what?
No, it was Busta. Yeah, Busta.
Busta Douglas.
He did. When he fought. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. He couldn't believe it.
Just put the heat on his.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I think that's the time when we really lost Mike, you know. That's when we really.
You know what? It was
when you look 10 years later, he's mentally mad. He's doing all this crazy
Robin
stuff.
Gibbons.
Yeah,
That's the next thing.
Yeah.
The mix of Robin Gibbons and Don King was just not.
And Don King.
Yeah, too much.
It was too much for him, man. Car.
He wasn't mentally stable at the best time.
And he was a baby as well, so it's like the whole world opened up for him.
Yeah.
quickly.
You get me? And you're that brutal, so man don't even want to mess with you as well.
He's all licking out man in clubs and all that.
Yeah, come on, man.
Remember, there was a point he
Ratchet
no
bounces
one
and
wanted it with him. When
No
he was standing
one.
up telling man that he will do man in there. He didn't even take that the wrong way.
Yeah.
Man knew exactly what he meant.
I will do
But
it.
then-
My man said, I'll do it if you love me.
Yeah,
But
everyone in that room.
I'm getting my coat.
Yeah, I am off. Because I know it's not even a
If
weird
Mark
thing that
Tyson
you're
fucking
talking.
later.
And then what?
And then Leonard Future, I think I'm saying, didn't that same time?
And then years later,
Yeah, and then
you
you
got
got
man
man
on some clown
thing.
thing. What's that hangover doing some clown stuff?
Yeah, it's mad.
Mad hard life, you know.
Yes.
He was a stick-up kid from like.
From young, yeah. From early. Yeah, from early, man. From early he was out there, man, on the streets, man. But lads,
I like Mike, man.
Yeah, he's doing well. He's doing well.
I mean, I think the best thing is he survived, didn't
You
he?
survived, yeah. I think.
Do you know what I mean? This could have been a different conversation, but
Yeah.
Mike is still here. Mike is still making money, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
That's the most important thing. They'll idolise him the second he goes like that. He'll be
Oh,
he'll get
come
the
on,
respect
man.
That he fully, because I still don't think he gets the real recognition from a boxing stance that he deserves. I mean, everyone that watches him and is a fan will always hold him in a high regard. But I don't know, like everyone.
Who's that? Mike.
Yeah, Mike. I don't think he gets the recognition that he deserves from a boxing stance anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It was a real.
A lot of people, it's like they don't take how he pull man apart. It's just like, oh, who did he fight? He didn't really fight anyone.
He didn't really.
Do you know the 2 o'clock in the morning in dances? They'll tell you round one.
That's it. 13 seconds.
There's man out there, a lot of sort of like ex-professionals, or it just for inside the realms of boxing, they will have that kind of argument. You know, who did he fight? He didn't fight anyone until he fought Busta Douglas and like just decrediting.
Bo Smith was. I think he wasn't the title holder. I mean, I remember.
Yeah, everyone he fought, even the first
Brother,
one.
what he done to Bo Smith was a madness.
Yeah.
Banged him up. He had no business doing it, and he smacked
There
him
was
up.
big fighters around them time.
He beat up everybody.
And you know, Bone Crusher was never the same after Tyson.
Nah, but even
That's why Lewis smoked him in like 2 rounds.
Yeah.
Because Tyson tore him
Because he
up.
didn't like the licks that he felt. He didn't like that. It hurts. I don't like that. No, you have to rate Tyson, man. He has to.
Around that era, there was some fighters there. There was some serious fighters.
Look at boxing now, really, when you think about it.
Yeah.
Nah, so look.
Who's the Mike Tyson?
Fury, innit? Really.
Fury's
Fury's everywhere. There's no one else. No, you're right. But I'm just saying that he's the only one that carries any kind of credibility or aura, innit? Everyone else, I think everyone's now at a real, obviously, idea that boxing isn't what it once you.
It's all about UFC, man.
Yeah.
All about UFC, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm off. I'm not going to pick up.
You get me?
Wait, in a bit.
Alright, cool, man.
Yeah.
So really quickly, on to the football, lads.
Wait.
Duke,
Yo,
Man United 1, West Ham 0.
told you. I did tell you it'd be a hard game. Wouldn't be much goals in it.
We knew though, we knew.
Yeah, Ranić. Can we have some real respect now? Can we start calling in?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Alright.
Not yet. Come on, man.
To be fair, that goal should be disallowed anyway.
We would have just scored again from another situation. That's what it is.
Why do you think he should have been disallowed?
He's going to say it's offside, isn't it? Offside. I don't have that.
With his hand.
Well, in today's rules, yeah, to pretty much, it doesn't matter. You can have your beard offside and your offside, innit? No, yeah, I actually liked it when it was that rule, but now they don't play by that rule. It's just whether you're offside or not, innit? That was an actual sensible rule. If it's a part that you can score, you're offside. I get that, but your hand can be offside now and they'll call it. So it's just ridiculous. But like I said, it was we're poetry in motion at the minute. We're happening. It's building. Yeah, poetry. The way we're putting. You know what I actually like? I think Ranić's actually gone kind of undercover. Now, have you noticed that they're now starting to talk about possibility of him getting a job? Has anyone seen that?
Yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
I called this from the
I was
start.
about to say you called it. But to be fair, like I said, I mock you at every given opportunity. But you did say this from the beginning. You put me onto that. So yeah, you did. You called it, bro.
Ranić is at
He was always going to get the job. That was the plan.
Yep, there you go.
I'm just glad that he took Ronaldo off and told him to hold his corner.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Yeah, you see, to be fair, I've got nothing but applaudits for that guy because the turmoil that he came in, the uncertainty that he came in, and he looked at it and he must have analysed and said, because that's what he does, he analyses, I'm going to do a job here and get this job. I'm going to get this team playing. There's some issues that need to be addressed, and he's addressed them inside a month. Yeah. We had Ollie there for 3 years who probably still don't even know what the issue is if you put it to him now. Like, if you go and have an interview with Ollie now and say what's the problem, he'll probably tell you the kitchen staff or I don't know, something else other than him.
I want to say that, most of them was Ollie's boy. You know what I'm saying? You used to them, you play with them, you know what I'm saying?
But that was probably the problem. He's coming, Ranić has come in and dropped literally all the old heads at some point and got a reaction. Ollie would never, loss after loss, bad performance after bad performance, you would have the same characters, Maguire, Shaw, like just playing, 100% not being Wan-Bissaka, not being dropped. Look what's happened.
Yeah, look at
you start winning.
Alright, slow down. You don't have to say it with so much conviction. But yeah, you're right, it's happened, but you're a bit too happy. There's a bit too much honesty in how you say it.
That's true though.
Yeah, and that's what needed to be happening.
got dropped, Shaw got dropped, Wan-Bissaka got dropped, and then start winning.
Imagine that, we're now finding gems in our own squad. We all writ off the Tellers and the lot. People said he was a good player, but we didn't think it's at this level that they're ready to play at, especially what Ranić wanted. Yeah. If you remember, I was talking about buying 2 new right back and left backs to play the system. I generally think now, with time, these probably can develop into that. It's very clear he doesn't rate Wan-Bissaka, which we always said going forward was an issue. Maguire is clearly an issue.
In terms of how he's stamping his mark on the team.
And no one's addressing that. No one's kind of saying, look, he's actually coming and changing the whole thing, left, right, and centre. But we're not really addressing. We want to stay with stories that Ronaldo's happy. They're not happy that he came off as sub. And even that issue was put to fire with Ranić having a word. Ollie would have just stood there, probably just hands in the pocket, not been saying that.
But this is what I was going to try to say. Like with Ranić, he handled it perfectly. Ronaldo was like a petulant child sitting next to his parent, acting up, and the parent was just being ice cool and just talking. Wasn't having any nonsense, but he wasn't reacting to their petulance, and that's how we need to handle it.
The thing is, the camera shot doesn't even show it, but I think Ronaldo, seriously, that time was probably a turning point, because if you watch the footage, Ronaldo's firing shots asking why, but there's information clearly coming back why, and then it's like moves on to, but And then it's another route.
But that's my
I
point.
don't
That
think
is
he's
whole-
ever had that in his managerial career,
Yeah,
other
his
than
whole-
Fergie. That's been explained to a point that he can accept.
So my point is like, even for example with Fergie would have put it on him. Rangnick just spoke to him and just was very was very matter of factly from the perception I got. He just kept calm. He wasn't reacting to whatever petulance or whatever Ronaldo was doing. He was just calm and he told him how it was and kept it.
And it was that. You see, what they don't show the after part where Ronaldo was just sitting there, like he accepted it. Like once the conversation, usually
they just show the messy part.
They just show the first part where it looks messy, where it could be a kick in the bottle scenario. But he literally has come in and addressed massive problems that I don't think many managers could have dealt with in the time frame that he has. But obviously that's not what everyone wants to hear, innit? So
I'll tell you what made this. Alanga's come on.
Mad. It almost
he come straight away. Yeah, he come out of nowhere.
It almost makes it bad. It almost makes it bad that we've spent 73 million on Sancho. Now we don't need. It's craziness now. It's crazy. It just shows you how crazy football is and how easily wrong these so-called boards get it.
Yeah.
What we should really need to do now is just do a Chelsea. Say, look, let's just cut our losses. This ain't gonna work out.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. We don't have to pay the full 70.
I'd still keep him.
I would personally as well, but he's not gonna. I now see in this
I
system.
think he's more through the middle. Through the middle. I think if Pogba goes, I think they're gonna move him more to the middle.
Like, you think he's physically like?
Yeah. He's only what, 21?
Could be moulded, I suppose.
He's got a good 10 years in it.
Yeah.
I think it's too early to start to talk about getting rid of him. Like, he's not performing.
He's playing the right system.
Yeah.
But the thing is, the system that we're displaying now,
it's not going to be for him.
Yeah, it's not for him.
Yeah.
Put it this way, Cavani's going to be gone, and Ronaldo can't keep going on. So and I think Rashford's going to move to the middle. I think Alanga, and I think he's going to play the number 10. I think Sancho's going to play the number 10.
So as you said that, what is the difference between, because obviously Martial's gone now, yeah? In terms of numbers, what's the difference between Martial and Rashford in goals?
I don't think it's the numbers itself. I think it's the presence, what they bring on the pitch. I think body language is a massive thing anyway, for your own teammates. But then I think Marcus Rashford suits the system as, like, he just knows when to make the runs, where I think Martial at times just looks lost. When he's not directly involved in the game, like every single touch, he kind of doesn't know what to do with himself. You tell him to hang out wide, he will still manage to. There's no fault of his own, it's just how he's been playing.
Yeah.
He just literally hangs there and doesn't really affect the game.
He's a striker, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a striker, yeah. So I just think it's not so much number, it's just more what they bring to the game. Especially right now, you see Rashford is becoming an impact sub. They'll tell you, in a high intense game, if you played 60 minutes and you've come on and watched the game, not that you have played, like you've watched the game for 60 minutes, you see the weaknesses, you see who's on, who's not. Your manager can obviously tactically say, okay, listen, stay on the last man here, or I want you to make a 30-second later run, you're more likely to get a chance, or whatever. It's to your advantage, isn't it? Pace is king in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, like you said, literally with Martial, part of it is literal body language. He's a victim of himself. And I'm not saying he's got a bad attitude, that's not what I'm saying. He looks like his demeanour is not always conducive to someone that is trying, even if he is trying. So when he's struggling, having that demeanour doesn't help. Like, fans want to see him getting angry with himself and frustrating more. It's just very ice cold.
Straight away, as soon as he comes on the pitch, I think miserable. That's all I think.
Yeah. And another thing, not only body language and how you look, it's how you conduct yourself. If the team's pressing, or you've got someone who used to really show him up was Andre Herrera. What Herrera will do will literally come from midfield and press and do Martial's job until he got told to stop doing that. And then when you're kind of half like jogging around and then you've got a midfielder doing your job and then getting back fans see that. You've got 70,000 people.
But you know,
they
you
don't
know
like
something. Fred does the pressing from the front.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, that's why
I noticed his change. He does the pressing
from the front. Yeah, it's a trigger. Yeah, you're right. 100%. He's the press. And
you know he's playing better though.
Yeah, he's playing better.
What is done better?
Listen, this is down to Randy. All German. This is what he's doing. Like, you got to get a German voice. I'm telling you.
I'll concede one thing. At least according to the Brazilian national football team, there is a reason why Fred gets picked ahead of the Fabinho. And that's why I get like, he can play football. Just, he's in the team that's holistically underperforming. He's in the team with a weak midfield.
Literally,
and the things he's able to do with Casemiro and that in the Brazilian side,
he can't do
at United.
Can't transfer it.
You know what I mean? He just can't. So we change the manager, change the philosophy. We've seen it in almost immediate improvement in Fred, wouldn't you say, right?
I still don't like him to be honest.
Yeah, but he's got better, right?
Yeah,
he's got better. You know what I mean?
No, they're different. Yesterday.
The thing I like about him is effort. He puts the effort in. Maybe his passing is not great. His shooting.
No, it was unlike yesterday.
He's like what Cantona called the water carrier.
Even this man, I was going to send it.
That's 100% why he gets the job. That's why.
Exactly.
But our biggest problem now is exactly what you said. The passing. It's not even so much the shooting. He will see. He's in a position of the field to get us going. So it's really dependent on how quick we can transition. Because right now, where we play with so high fullbacks, they're not really fullbacks. So when you're picking the ball up, literally just in front of the area, we need to be we need someone very clear. This is why I know Pogba's going to do well when he comes back, because that transition from defence to attack, he's different level at that, isn't it? But I understand why Fred's in, because of the pressing, the energy, and the work rate, isn't it? So it's hard, isn't it? You need someone that can do it all, really.
And just before we go on to Liverpool, how did you feel about the Sancho and Rashford picture with Wiley?
It's nothing, man. We're just picking up straws.
Sorry, Lingard. Sorry.
I mean, I think they're just clutching at straws. I know, obviously, there's a problem in the media with Wiley and what he said about sort of like Jews and that. But I'll be honest, I don't want to go on camera to say he's right, but he's right.
And you know something.
What he said about
he said about that about a year ago or something. Back on Holocaust.
Yeah.
Why are you doing it?
It's a media, So for me, it's really not. If I'm honest, I understand why they've apologised, but I don't think they should apologise for what. No, it's a picture. You're not doing nothing or saying anything what he said in the past. You're just taking the picture, but
it's because they represent England, though, isn't it?
No, but at the end of the day, it just proves cancel culture is real. We've got friends, family, colleagues, all sorts that we don't always agree on everything from. So it doesn't mean we cancel them. Don't have nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
You got to remember, these kids, or these not kids, these are men, grew up on that individual. What he's done for the music scene in this country is so underrated. The foundation is laid.
Definitely.
They're gonna want to take a picture of that man. It doesn't mean they agree with everything he says. And it doesn't mean he should be cancelled, because people have done and said worse things.
Oh, of course.
There's people like Katie
Hopkins
out there. Like, say
look how long it took her to get banned off Twitter or whatever.
Crazy.
She'll be back on her own research. She might not be under directly her name and whether it's verified.
But somewhere.
But see, the craziest thing, and this man, yes, he was wrong in how he said what he said. I'm sorry, I believe he was wrong. He could have at least worded it.
I think the wording, that's the problem.
He could have been a bit more eloquent with what he
that's
said
what he should have been, knowing where he is.
Yeah, whether I agree with what he's saying or not, I definitely think he could have worded it better at least. Regardless. Yeah? But they grew up on this guy, and I don't believe he's not the devil just because of that. You know what I mean? He's more than that. He means more to the culture than that. And I don't think, even if he was a truly bad person, I don't think you should be penalised for his crime. That means in theory, you go and lick down someone, and because I took a picture of you,
you're now
in the moment, you've now taken on your crime. I don't.
Come on.
Didn't Boris cool Muslim women letterbox.
Yeah, and we've got Watermelon Smile.
Yeah, exactly.
And he runs our country.
Yeah.
So
Just
Make
shows
it
you,
make
man.
sense, man.
So, yeah, it just shows you, man. Just shows
The
you.
thing I don't like, sorry to labour this point, is that now we're put in a position, people in general are put in a position where they have to justify things like that when they play
Taking an innocent
That's
picture.
what I'm saying.
Oh, I'm sorry for taking
Why?
a picture.
Exactly, why?
Isn't it a given you don't agree with?
You understand? Yeah.
It's a bit much.
For me, especially Marcus Rashford, the impact he's had off the pitch.
Yeah.
Don't say sorry to Mill for taking a picture.
Yeah.
You've been awarded, what has he got, over a year or something?
But that's part of why he's got to apologise, though, isn't it?
Take it back. Because even Wiley had the OBU or something.
Yeah, Wiley had something, yeah.
So they're ready in theory to dash away everything he's done
For a picture.
Far outweighs a single photograph in a single moment.
And why should you have to justify a
And
photo?
let's keep it real. Who, like, I need your Wiley, I'm whoever, Jesse, Nick, whoever. Let's take a picture. Even in your head, you're thinking, boy, this might not be a good look. How many people are gonna say no?
Yeah.
Not many people are saying no, bro. So stop it. It's pure fakery, bro. Who's saying no? No one's saying no, really. I can't, because then you're gonna look like a rude so and so.
Yeah, of course.
Come on, man.
So Dan,
Yeah.
Crystal Palace 1, Liverpool 3.
First half, our game completely. Second half, was under the cosh a bit. They scored.
bit.
You heard him, uncle. You heard him.
They scored.
Just a bit.
They scored. Our third goal weren't a pen. Weren't a pen.
Stone.
And I said,
Stone.
my dad, when they were doing the VAR check, I said to my dad and my uncle and my brother, I said, you what? He's going to give it.
Yeah.
He's going to give it.
Yeah,
And
but
I called it. I said, he's going to give
You
it.
lot have been paying officials for some
Nah,
time now,
listen,
so, you know.
let's keep it real. But when it took too long, if you it weren't a penalty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Never.
Like he plays the ball beyond the goalkeeper and he moves his body towards the goalkeeper
Yeah.
to force contact. Not a penalty. But when they're taking too long, you're thinking, yeah, he's gonna give it. They're gonna give it outright.
But at the end of the day, I don't care. We got 3 points.
Yeah. But
Just about
when they made the ref walk over to the screen, how many times did the ref not change his mind?
Oh,
you knew
mate.
it was a Stonewall penalty. After he walked to the screen, he's giving it.
That's the power of paying officials, man. That's the power, man.
Listen, we're not admitting any form of buns or what they call no brown paper bag. We're above such things. How dare you? We're above such things. But yeah, now I think I would kind of echo what Dan says. But what I would think caveat, I would say, yeah, we dominated the first half. The last 5-10 minutes of that half, Palace came back into the game.
Yeah.
And then the second half, we were under the cosh.
And I'll tell you
Was
something.
it because there was no outball? Anyone?
There
I didn't watch
was
the game.
I'll tell you something. If it weren't for Allison, we'd have lost that.
Yeah.
Oh, he made some saves, man.
Remember we spoke a couple of weeks back about your boy, De Gea, returning to be a 15-pointer season keeper.
Yeah.
To be world class, you have to basically earn your team at least 15 points a season. That was Allison was showing, reminding everyone why he's a 15-pointer season.
I don't know if he's 15, maybe about
12 then.
Nine.
I'm
going to go double
And then he
figures.
gets away with 2 red cards.
Listen, Allison's a man of
Well,
God.
look, we said it, paying officials.
Man of God.
Paying officials, you're always going to get your way, innit?
They saw it.
It's like
but
Boris when you're getting your
Allison.
flat done for 500
It's
grand
not
on
clear enough.
everyone else, innit?
They saw Allison. It's Allison bet. It can't be clear enough.
I never know, man.
Gallagher.
Kick in the face with studs and still.
I'd still say, yeah.
I've not even seen I just saw the headline.
Well, the picture was
2
the
red
man.
cards.
The man must have been about 6 foot, and Allison still had a boot in his head.
Yeah. You might pay for each flat to get redecorated.
Yeah.
That seems to work nowadays. Get off the hook on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah, you get them tiger bomb wallpaper thing.
So since Salah and Mane, Liverpool
Interesting.
have gone to
African
Cup of
They
Nations.
did really well, by the way. Hope long that
Who's this? Liverpool
I
or
just want to take
Salah
a moment in
and
the
Mane?
camera. You okay? Duke's expression, yeah? Look at his expression. That's already done with a witness.
Yeah.
Really well. I like it. Well done.
Because a couple weeks ago, Liverpool would go to the AFCON, remember?
They still are. They're really up there. I swear you only won like 2 games, innit?
We done alright.
We admitted.
Mate.
The first game,
The game against, was it Chelsea?
the very first game, we needed to adjust. We've been alright.
You guys played 2
But
games.
sometimes you got to take the small wins. That's Duke saying, yeah, you know what?
Yeah,
Give us a
true.
little sign.
But you
That's the
can-
best we're going to get more time from it.
You can see the big difference.
Massive difference.
Yeah.
I mean, Palace won the whole half.
Yeah.
You could give Palace out the half for them to play, they still managed
We've
to
had
lose
to
that.
change
But
the way we
they
play.
beat you in it.
Yeah, we've had to adapt.
Yeah, there you go. Couple more games, maybe an injury or so, you know.
Come on, man.
You never know.
Let's not do that.
No, you're right. I want Salah, I want Mane to come back.
So what Premier League game since them lot went to AFCON have
I think they've
Have
only
they
done
dropped-
Chelsea.
Now, the first game,
you dropped 1 point, 2-2, yeah?
That was a lot. We've
The
got to
game
look at it as a
after-
loss because they were 2-0 up and it came out 2-2.
Yeah. Now, that was a
And in this
terrible-
day and
that was
age,
terrible.
It was.
And this day and age, even a draw in
I said
certain
that.
circumstances is down as a loss
I said
because of the drop 2 points.
I said,
Listen, I know where you're going with that. He's doing it now.
No,
Look, in the shape.
you know
He's
what
doing it now.
I ain't got them. I ain't got them.
No, you're the sheik. You're doing it now.
being a pagan,
He's doing
but
it now.
Many of good deceptions are based on partial truths. And the truth of it is, and part of what he's saying is, we blew it.
No, I heard that, but there's that second goal, we've said, that was extra
Yeah,
special.
no, it was. But
Without that, it's 2-1.
Who Chelsea's second goal?
Yeah.
Oh, was it Coventry?
Yeah, Kovacic's
The volley.
No, but
the mad
ultimately,
volley.
Milner gives away we're going back, but Milner gives away a free kick he didn't need to give away.
Oh, that's football. Swings
Anyway,
away, but
but-
should have had a penalty at
The
Palace. Should have probably
subsequent,
lost. or drawn.
game, we were disappointed. We needed the adjustment. Like what we have to remember we can actually play football without these
Let's not
guys.
slow down. Let's not
No, we
jump
can
to
play
the
football.
conclusion.
Come on.
You beat Arsenal. We don't even you know that's just a given. That's
No, tell the full story. The first leg was 0-0. They beat us in the
Oh
second
yeah,
leg.
even the 0-0 again. That's down as a a bad result
For who?
for Liverpool because you drew 0-0 with them, and then obviously the second leg they wiped you, innit?
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
but see,
although
yeah,
that wasn't in the Prem, but we're going to take those games because obviously Liverpool was at the AFCON and the Liverpool B team were playing these teams.
no, we have to take criticism when it's constructive. And once
It
again,
was. Okay, Arsenal
once
was
again, you masked the partial truth with your spin.
Think about
As we were not good that game, but you have to give them credit, bro.
No,
You can't not
no.
give them.
He's not going to give us credit. It's
Nothing
alright.
to do other than put everything they had
Give them
in their
more
own
credit,
box.
man.
They wasn't there to play football. They wasn't there to come and nick a goal. Once that what's his name got sent off, your captain.
He's not our captain.
Okay, your ex-captain. Once he got sent off, it was all guns to their
I don't
all
know.
guns blazing behind the ball. Let's not even.
I don't
think
know what
about
the
their
objective was. What I know is, with 10 men,
You were playing in
They
their
did.
half. You
They
just
did
couldn't
what
break
they
them down. That was the problem.
they had 27% possession. They
ridiculous.
still went into the home game not conceding. Now I was
Yeah, because that's what they
confident.
was happy about. The sheer fact
Yeah,
that they
well,
parked
well.
2 buses. It was at Anfield, did it?
Yeah.
And you could not break them down. That's what they were happy about. Listen, they weren't happy with the fact that they put you under the cushion or even that. You had 1 shot on target, or did you even have a shot on target? I don't even think you had one.
Listen,
The Salah chant.
Okay, 1 shot on target.
all I'm saying.
That's it. I understand you got confidence because you all like, the performance we battled. That was the key word. They battled. No, you got battered, but you survived the battering. That's what happened. When you came to the Emirates, it was a total different story. So that's where you have the argument
I'm
now.
just saying
The
sometimes you have to give
0-0
credit
was
where
terrible.
credit's due.
It was
I'm just saying
absolutely
sometimes
terrible.
give them give credit where credit's due. That's what I'm saying. I want no trouble.
So
We
since
took them when we were back to
Liverpool,
theirs.
the A team have gone to the AFCON. The games they've played, they've won 1. No, they've
They
won
won
2.
2.
Sorry, and drawn 2.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're just counting the FA Cup. It's not league games, but we're just saying just what you played. Before the AFCON, before Liverpool went to the AFCON, what was the results? Wasn't they? I know they lost the 1 game against Leicester, but they won more or less everything.
Yes.
It was on,
We're unbeaten in January.
so is it fair to say I was probably
No,
right?
no.
It was like,
Hey, Rob.
The best deceptions are built
probably
on
right?
partial truths.
I was right. They
was
have
partially
now
correct.
suffered from the Liverpool A team going to the AFCON. Now results haven't gone their
Well,
way as such.
Well,
What they
God
done.
willing,
4 games. That's a
injury-free,
50% now.
they're
That's a
back.
drop. that we can now put that into mathematical equation. 50% drop off now. You know that. Just putting that out there.
Back to the real world.
I mean, we got to remember they got no Jota, they got no Origi.
I totally agree. Liverpool are at the AFCON.
Alcantara.
Where's Keita?
He's at the
Nabi's over
AFCON.
there.
He's home now.
He's the home, but he's at the AFCON. In the 4 games that this took place, 50% they dropped, you know, what they were supposed to do. Being Liverpool at the AFCON.
I was just saying,
Man,
once again,
and
Duke's facial
I'm just
expression,
saying,
yeah?
I'm just saying, putting it out there. Just saying.
Tell, bro.
I was technically right. Again, I should get another haircut, but no one's going to want to give me That's all I'm going to say. No one's going to want to give me that haircut. That's all right.
So, before we wrap up, oh, sorry, it's your show, so I'm not assuming you're wrapping up. No, I'm not. Are we going to talk about transfer dealing in January?
Yeah, go for it.
I just want to know. It's your show.
What's transfer? What's happening? I'm sorry, everyone. I really haven't done my research.
Monday,
Lewis Diaz.
certain things might happen, mate. That's what happened.
When you go in City or something?
No,
He was going to, you know, Spurs put in an offer and he turned Spurs down because he wants to come to us.
Yeah, so
The better club.
you know,
If you're putting it against Spurs, I can kind of get that. I mean,
the refresh is continuing. The refresh is continuing.
Yeah, all right. We'll probably
Starting
come
with
over.
Jota.
How did your other your child the Japanese kid go? How's that going? Because that was supposed to be
To be fair, for 70 million,
7 million for
it's
him.
gone really well.
7 million is a lot of money in this
No,
day and age.
it's absolutely not.
I'm sorry, it won't be 7 million. If it's that much, if it's, you know, that penny, it's not
Well,
7
in
million.
football.
Hey, dude.
Man sitting here saying 7 million isn't big money.
We're talking
I'm
about
sorry.
elite sports. For 7 million, you can't even buy an English kid that's never played a first team game.
7
but come from a
million
Cat 1
is a
academy,
hell of a
bruv.
lot of money
Good luck with
to
getting
just
7
throw
million,
away
bruv.
like that. Just
Good
to
luck with just 7 million, yeah?
Just that is
Right?
there is no justification
We
on
got
that,
a champion-
saying that
we
we're,
got
yeah,
a
you know, I
Champions
spent
League
7
class
million,
player
nothing's coming
who
of
won.
it, but so there's other expenses.
He
in
won
football,
not
that's more.
1 league title, but 2 league titles in the season.
Who,
For 7
Minamino?
million is a steal, yes.
He hasn't won anything. He's been a
He
part
won
of the
two-
team.
he won 2
Wait,
He
wait,
won
he's-
Salzburg title.
What?
And he won Liverpool.
Okay. If you're
Listen,
doing that, I get
A
it. Sorry,
shrewd
my bad.
investment. Minimum, we double our money. And that's me being extra conservative, and I know you
I
do
get
better.
it. Okay.
I'm
If
just saying.
that's how you not take it, 7 million.
And
you have thrown in
he's
the
scored
bin.
key goals, yeah, for us this season.
Minamino?
Yeah.
What key goals?
Well, we're in the League Cup final. Key goals.
Oh, no, he missed the City the other day.
What?
Yeah, right.
But scored key goals for
You
us in
think,
that
what do you
same
mean? You beat Arsenal 3-1. What key
Minamino
goals that?
that
You
really
didn't score.
cut
You
it,
would
really.
have went
For
3-1
7 million,
anyway.
you don't believe it's cutting?
Definitely not.
Uncle.
Definitely not.
Yeah, because he went to Southampton and didn't do much.
Uncle. Listen, for 7 million, I don't
So,
think I don't even
basically,
how about that. I don't even agree
Alright,
with
so
that.
he's a 7 million cheerleader.
I can understand. You
Yeah.
you know where I
I don't
come
agree
from. Because when
with
Arsenal
you. I think
bidded,
he's
what was it, 50 million at £1?
That's
Seven. If
true.
you added that 7 million, you would have got your money. You get it? So it's a lot of money. I like
No,
it.
that's
Even though like 7 million is
Elite,
nothing.
elite, everyone in this room would love
Put it
7
this
million.
way, yeah.
All these
So-
clubs moan about paying agents fees and that. These men are sitting there, 7 million is nothing. It's
But
nothing.
to clubs like Man United, Liverpool, yeah.
No, not
7
Liverpool.
million
Man
is
United.
nothing.
Man United. Let's not put Liverpool.
But 7 million
It's a
is
big
nothing,
deal.
though.
You lot have a wage structure in place which is borderline the dough in football today.
Oh, wow.
Not
Job
really.
seekers.
Our highest players
100 grand a week's a dollar, you know.
Exactly.
Our
200.
highest players on
Mane, who is one of
I'm not
the
saying-
elite football players in the Premier League, sorry. How much is he on?
100 grand.
100 grand. In a footballing sense, let's use this term, footballing sense. In the world of football,
That is not
is
the
that
goal.
a good wage?
Yes.
For an elite player
Yes.
who's supposed... No, it's not.
Of course it
He's
is.
down as one of the best players
Of
in the
course
Premier.
it is.
100 grand is technically... I'm going to put it, I'm going to say it, it's racism. It's that deep. I'm going to say it's racism.
To be fair, Gary, wherever you are, actually said it's colorism.
Colorism,
Because
wherever you
we
want.
allegedly at my club.
How much is
favour
Henderson?
Those of my lights are huge.
How much is
people
Henderson?
Like Ox is on some like 120, isn't it?
120 ox. 100. Listen to what they're saying. 120
Yeah, it's what
ox.
it is.
Who's predominantly injured most times of the
Marnie
season.
don't care about money. He cares about building hospitals, and 100 grand a week gets him to build hospitals back home.
Wow,
He's next still.
I can't even believe now you're actually. I can't wait till
I'm
Gazza
keeping
sees
it real,
this.
bro.
I hope Gazza comments on the video
Bro, I'm
because
keeping
now
it real.
I feel like you're accepting Mane.
I'm
should
not
be at
accepting
100
it.
grand.
I'm accepting two things. Mane's just not in it for money, one, or
Liverpool ain't a big
he has
club.
got the worst agent. His agent is Harry King Kane-esque in terms of Harry Kane's brother making him sign a 6-year deal. Yeah, your agent is terrible, Sadio. Or it's the former where he actually doesn't really care about money. 100 grand for him is a man who never had football boots. Remember when he was playing in top of Canada?
But that doesn't mean that he shouldn't have them now.
He even have football.
That doesn't mean if you're giving Oxlade-Chamberlain 120 grand, 120, that's 20 more by my maths. And remember, my maths is supposed to be terrible, you know. Just putting that there.
Your maths has got better.
That's a 20 more K than someone. Like he's easily been your second top goal scorer for the last 5 since he's been there. You might as well say.
Yeah.
And I had 20 grand less than a guy that literally sits on the bench and is on the doctor's table.
I agree.
And is of a lighter complexion.
Listen, all I'm saying is seriously, I understand what you're saying. I understand why you mock it.
I'm glad.
I'm just saying you've either got the worst agent in the world or you just don't really care about money.
He cares.
I hope he really don't care about money because
I'm pretty sure he drives in a Prius, not for his own purposes.
He's on a Camtasia thing.
He wants a Ferrari, but on 100 grand these days, the Ferraris, even the rental is going to eat it. Because remember, on that 100 grand, he's going to get taxed. Let's not forget that. And he's not on 25%, he's on like 40% over here, isn't it?
But remember, Sadio's the man who goes to his local mosque and cleans the toilet.
So technically,
you can't clean the toilet.
Technically now,
I'm no different from you.
We are talking about one of the most dangerous players in the Premier League being on 60 grand a week after tax.
I hear that. I'm just saying. I'm hoping.
Are we accepting that as football fans? And we're not going to turn around and say that's not robbery. I think so. I like it when it goes silent. I like it. Shut the shop. I love it.
Hey,
Bob starts playing with the cameras and stuff like that.
And turn it on, mate. Turn it back on. I'm hoping Sadio don't care about money because I would assume, and we've seen other players who are of that level who are getting underpaid.
Yep.
Would have a strop. So I can only hope that like Firmino before, because he's basic was derisory, he must be incentivized some way, in terms of...
Yeah, of course.
How much does Salah want again? 600 now, isn't it?
Salah wants 4. He wants 4.
Salah wants 3.
And whatever he wants,
you got a moaning over 3 for Salah.
He should get it.
I'm not moaning.
I think they're just trying to cross the I's and dot the T's, mate. Because they'll be silly not to give it to him now.
Yeah. Even if
30,
he's 29.
Hold on.
Let him live with
Hold on. You just said he's 30. How old is Ronaldo? No, how old is? Just answer the question. Just answer the question.
He's our top goal scorer, have you as well?
On how many goals?
Salah's been our top goal scorer for the past 5 seasons.
Come on,
I give you that. So all I'm saying is fair.
Listen. It would be stupid not for us to sign up Salah and Mane.
Yep.
To new deals and Firmino. Even if we don't want to keep
Firmino.
Yeah, listen to the logic, though. Whether you like him or not, he's a baller. 1, I agree with that. But 2, the sell-on value is diminishing. By the summer, they've only got 18 months to run. Sell them, sign them up, and if you want to get rid of them after that, that's up to you, isn't it?
I like that.
You need to. It's business. It's business. Amortization and all that is a real thing in football. Every year, their value will go down and down. And sign them up, and then it goes back up. And then once they hit 30,
30, did you say? I just asked.
How old is Ronaldo?
What I'm saying is,
he'll mash anywhere. Like money is not the issue with Ronaldo.
I understand
he pays for himself and probably.
Okay.
Ronaldo's probably got 7 years on.
Okay, so hold on, Duke. How many goals is Ronaldo going to finish with in the Premier League?
To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I did start with 25.
I just remember.
I'm going to stay with 25. I told you I'm not that.
And how many is on now?
Duke, don't lie.
I think he's on 8 or 7.
And just for the video, what month are we in?
We are in.
Why are you taking so long?
January.
End of January.
Okay, cool.
No, we're not. We are in January.
End of January.
He asked what month we are. No, we're not. There is no month called end of January.
There is now.
January.
We just invented it.
You just asked January, so it's January. Remember, we haven't played for the last. They've had winter break, so that's 2 weeks knocked off.
It's not 2 weeks. FA Cup is next week, bro.
But that's not the.
You played last. When did you not play last Saturday?
Yeah, we played last Saturday.
Yeah, you played. 1-0. But anyway, last thing before we leave: Everton 0, Aston Villa 1.
It was the end for man, innit? That was the final nail in the coffin.
Gerrard. What are we saying?
It's coming Liverpool.
He runs that side of Stanley Park, innit? Did you see half time when he was walking
Listen,
off?
yes.
And he walked off,
Yes.
and it was like,
Let's be real. He's being backed though. That's reality. Let's
That
go.
was it.
He's being backed. So it's hard, like most managers. That's what they want. They just want their
Most
forward
back
to
club
back
in the Prem. They even bought your boy the other day, innit?
Yesterday, innit?
free transfer.
Yesterday.
Was it that free?
I thought,
Free
yeah,
transfer.
free transfer, yeah, Chambers,
His
yeah.
contract's up at the
He
end of
needed
the
to go though, man. He
I
needed
know,
to
but I
go.
was just surprised by the whole. I was surprised.
He'll
by
probably
the
So
be
was
better
I.
at Everton. Probably be better at Everton than he was.
No,
at
he's
Arsenal.
at Villa.
Villa, sorry.
He was good at Fulham. When he was on loan at Fulham, he was good. Callum Chambers.
Bit of a different level though, isn't it?
When Fulham were in the Prem.
Were in the when he went.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He had a loan season there.
When you're Middlesbrough,
He needs games.
as well.
He's at Middlesbrough as well. He needs games, man. He's experienced, man. I think he's got a few caps for England as well. Gerrard knows what he's doing. He's
He played
building.
on 21 there.
He's building a squad, man.
Who's Gerrard's backup team? Has he got? Who's he got? 'Cause
He's got Gary Max's assistant
Yeah.
and Michael Hill's first team coach.
He's got a little
Little bit of experience.
He's got a little
bit.
set up there. They was with him at Rangers.
Oh, wow.
All right. But yeah, man.
And then lastly, before we leave, Arsenal 0, Burnley 0. That's the end of the show.
I leave this in you lot's hand. I've killed you lot enough.
Nah, it was terrible, man. It was terrible.
Mentality, man.
Is it terrible or is that just a standard?
No,
That's
stop,
that's
Duke,
It's
man.
mentality, man.
Alright, Wes, we've got to have this up.
Go on.
There's only so many times you can say, you know, it's terrible or it wasn't the Arsenal way, or when it becomes repetitive, when it becomes a routine, you just have to accept that that's the standard. This is what Arsenal do. You go through one or two results, it looks okay, it looks like you're on the up, it looks like you're on your way back, and then you just revert back to type and get smashed, done, thrown out the bin, whatever you want to call it, and it's just the Arsenal way. Everyone, it's become so repetitive now, you can actually bank on it. I told you before January, you'll be out of everything come January. Name me something.
Yeah, but that wasn't hardly. That wasn't exactly
because of the
the
repetitive.
hardest prediction, was it?
No, it wasn't.
Because
That's my
mentality-wise,
point.
and
That's exactly my point. I could predict Arsenal were going to be terrible because that's what they do.
That's because of their mentality. Before we started off camera, remember we was talking about really and truly, Arsenal are still in pole position over United to finish top 4.
Yeah.
Tottenham should be favourites,
Yep.
but
Have you had your haircut too tight? What are you talking about?
Let me finish.
Arsenal.
You see me? Let me finish.
Alright, sorry, my bad. Sorry.
Because they have the game in hand. But the difference is, United will believe they can make top 4.
Yeah.
Arsenal fans, January will come, they will start thinking a few bad results, we can't do it no more. The mentality of you as fans in the club is different to them. Yeah, because you have the advantage currently over them.
It's not an advantage, it's a number.
Okay.
You've got to have the number. If we carry on to the end of the season,
Yeah,
and they've got to play the one game in hand.
And they win all their games, they finish
Okay,
the
but
bottom.
you have to win. That's the whole point.
I get that.
Having the number on there doesn't mean. Remember, we was at a stage where we had 3 games in hand, or
Yeah.
not 3, 2 games in hand. We're sitting there using that as what?
Alright, let me give you an
Leverage
example.
for
Then.
what?
Let me give you an example. Solskjaer, right? Or even Ferguson. If Ferguson was still in play now, he would be saying to you guys, even though it looks like you're probably outside bet to get top 4 right now, he would be talking about the mentality of the other clubs. He would be talking about, they're not like you lads. Their mentality is not as strong as yours. They will break themselves. They'll have a bad result against Burnley and start thinking it's the end of the world.
Yeah.
You understand? We're United. We got to keep on pushing it to the very end.
So are you saying Arsenal are weak?
I'm not even trying to be disrespectful.
But isn't that what I'm saying? So we're saying the same thing because I've been saying Arsenal are weak.
I'm trying to be
Everyone says Arsenal are weak.
I'm trying
Not
to
everyone.
Everyone, absolutely everyone.
Man United fans.
The management.
The worry that was the fear that was talked about before the game. The fear that was talked about before the game. I think you could be a bit more. That's what, as a fan base, as a team, as a club, be a bit more positive. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah,
because if you win all your games,
No, it's the end of the world. It's the end of the world because you know what's going to happen. You know the next couple of results are going to be bad. That will put you out of contention of making top 4, and United will push on along with Tottenham, along with West
What do you mean along with Tottenham? Louder.
They'll push away from you. That's because they've been finishing higher than you for the last couple of seasons now. When was the last time you finished above Tottenham? There you go. Exactly that.
But
I can say last
I think,
season.
yeah, probably
To reinforce
2016, 17 season, I
reinforce
think.
my point that it's not just ability, it's mentality, especially when you've got an advantage. Liverpool last season, how the hell did we finish third? Think about 10 games out where we were.
We finished third with no defence.
With no defence.
No defence.
And in the last couple of games we played Phillips and, what's my man's name? Williams.
Yeah.
Like, if you believe you're in the pole with, like they're
No,
the
we are,
ones
we are.
who are at risk the most, right?
But you know what it is,
You've got a
again,
game in hand that
the problem
They need to win
is,
it.
we got no striker, man.
That's
No.
your biggest concern.
He's frozen out of Bamiyan.
That's
It
your
seems
biggest
like
concern, bro.
Eddie Nketiah and Lacazette's legs are gone. Nketiah about going to Newcastle.
Yeah, now.
Arteta,
Okay, is he?
Arteta's moving mad. Wait. Arteta's
He's moving mad. I said he thinks he's Pep. I
Think
told
about what I
you.
said. What my man said. True.
True. Yeah.
He's 100% correct.
You can't.
My man flipped the fans off.
Yeah.
Done Kung Fu kick, bare reds regular.
Through the captain's
He
armband.
returned late from collecting his mum. Bringing his mum into the country.
And you're freezing a man out.
Closing him out. You should have fined him, make him sit down for a couple of weeks. He should be back in. I'm sorry, the next game he should be back.
He hasn't. We haven't even taken him on the warm weather training.
There you go.
When he out of the rest, then he had that little break or something.
No, he went to get his.
That's what I'm saying.
More to the story. There's got to be more that we
That's
don't
what I'm
know.
saying. I
He
thought he was on the rest.
Allegedly, he come back late, and he weren't like late. Allow him, man. It's not that deep.
Yeah, because weren't he in Africa with the Gabon squad?
No, I think he went.
He was.
And then
they sent him back.
Yeah, they sent him back because he tested positive, didn't it?
It
Yeah.
wasn't even that. He had something. He reacted or something. Didn't he have?
What's going on?
Something was wrong. Yeah, something was wrong.
Something.
But he's back here. I think he's kind of got the ill clear, but they haven't taken him on the warm weather training, so he's kind of he's
No,
definitely
this is what-
frozen
this
out the
is what I'm
squad.
saying. Incidents are getting convoluted now. The AFCON setting thing that is because he had a murmur. Or
Yeah.
It was nothing to do with him being banned. In
No, nothing like that. No.
Yeah, like so. Let's be mindful. Like Arteta's, I have to say, he's moving mad.
He's moving
I
mad.
don't
man.
understand.
I don't know who he thinks he is, bro.
Because end of the season, if
Arteta
you don't make
must
top
be
4,
protected at all
Stop.
and Aubameyang's
Yo,
been
you're a
sat
bad
down,
guy.
it's gonna look bad for him, man.
So we're gonna finish, but really quickly, why is everyone rejecting moving to Spurs?
Who's rejecting me?
I'm just asking.
Who's rejecting me?
Who?
Oh yeah, who?
You've had 2 players
Two players.
reject you guys.
Okay, so Traore, Tottenham or Barcelona. Barcelona wins. Liverpool, Tottenham.
No. Don't just say Tottenham or Barca. Don't just say Tottenham or Barca like that. Barca are having a madness right
I
now.
want to mock, but
He's got a point there. Barcelona having a madness.
Barca are having a stinker right now, bro.
Tottenham.
Barca are having a stinker, bro.
Tottenham.
I would personally go Tottenham because of the stadium.
Thank you.
Just saying.
Barcelona, Tottenham.
No, but I don't like. On all seriousness, I think people have to put the potential Diaz deal into context. Yes, Spurs were interested in him, but we've been scouting that dude for a long time.
It's just
So
like
it is what it
it's
is.
like anything, innit? Like Tottenham are not serious.
Do you think that?
I see the thing about Traore.
If you want a player, offer the money first time.
He
They
No, but Aston, hear what I'm saying.
Spurs.
flirt.
Hear what, not Aston, but
Please,
hear
I
what I'm
want my
saying.
haircut, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a £5 now, and then what I'm
No,
going
but
to do
Aston,
over
Aston.
the next 6 weeks, I'm going to give you £2.
But you-
After my hair's going to go out, and I'm going to say, you know what, I don't want the hair. I don't want to do this.
Aston, but you offered us the same money. You're talking about Enoch in general. In terms of the Diaz deal, you offered exactly the same money. The problem is we've been flirting with this guy for a minute,
Forget
bro.
the
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look,
Forget
that's
Diaz.
that
Forget
deal's
Diaz.
slightly different.
He's talking about these.
Diaz doesn't mean that. We can come in and trap that deal anyway, man.
Historically,
Oh,
yeah, okay,
Barney,
that's
we
the-
should have got Barney.
yeah,
We didn't want to offer what? Was it
Yeah.
32 million?
Yeah,
We wanted to offer 26.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes,
Yeah,
we didn't want
yeah.
to offer the money. Like, it's historic. It's an epidemic. Tottenham can't handle transfers anymore.
Yeah.
But you'll finish above Arsenal.
We used to sign people like Van der Vaart, the
I was saying,
Berbatov,
yeah.
Modric. Who are we signing now?
No, but this is the problem, Aston. They're still trying to bust the Van der Vaart moves. And unless you're finessing and you've got established good relationship, it's hard to do that. Because the structure of our deal for Diaz, for what he's valued at, is amazing. We've done very well if we sign
You know what it is?
You hit the nail on the head. It's the Van der Vaart era. They're still trying to fade it.
Still trying
Like,
to.
they see a phone call from Tottenham, it's like that annoying person. They know they're not going to get what they want in it.
Yeah.
They're going to say the price is this price, and Tottenham are going to come on from silly little haggling technique. It don't work, man.
Like I said, before we finish, the only thing I can refer it to is the William. He was there, about to sign. He got a phone call. He got a phone call and ends up at Chelsea.
I have to defend them for William, because remember, William was meant to come to us. Then he got a call from Spurs, who were better than us at the time. Then he went White Hart Lane. Then he got another call
From Chelsea.
But William was a bit of a pagan.
William's definitely pagan.
So I have to defend him for
So
that.
you're ending on us, yeah? You're not ending on us.
No,
No, we spoke about us.
What about you? Summarize it in one
Thank you for coming.
Summarize in one sentence. Summarize in one sentence.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'll see you.
Thank you for coming. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. We'll be back next week. Shalom.